start burning up the rest of that oil that fell in there. Here, give her a little rev. Well, before we get on to more turbo foreplay, we got to put this radiator in so it can actually run her long term. So this is just a radiator that originally came out of my EG hatch. I just had the exhaust all mocked up and whatnot to guesstimate my clearance. So I'm going to run it about right there. Just going to tack up a nut. In case any of you guys are wondering what happened to my lower rad support, yeah, so that's what happened. So we're going to have to fabricate something on the bottom there. But, you know, that's okay. It all works out. That just gives me more room for a massive intercooler one day. You got to look at the bright side of life. That's tacking up real nice. Hey guys, it's the next day. Going to be installing the intercooler here and the intercooler piping. Hopefully my coupling for my turbo arrives today. There's a lot of things that didn't work, and I'll make sure to break it down at the end of the video. But I'm just going to get this installed, and then hopefully today we can actually start making boost, assuming that coupler comes in. Okay guys, I got the intercooler piping just mocked in, and it looks terrible, but you know, that's good. Set low standard, so the next project I do, it'll look a lot nicer. So the bright side, I gotta hammer that. So the bright side to having your lower rad support completely ripped out is it gives you a lot easier routing at least. So, you know, at least I won't have as much boost lag. But look at that. Just straight from the turbo right into the intercooler. So you know what? There's a bright side to everything, and here's the bright side. So I'm going to get those clamps on, and I'm going to see if the turbo adapter has came yet. Oh, I'm kicking myself because I totally forgot to put on the blow-off valve too. Yep, just in our slide-in one, not weld-in one. This is all aluminum, so you know I don't have a means to weld aluminum at the moment, so I have to make do with what I got. I mean, you don't need a blow-off valve, but we really should put this in. Okay guys, I got pretty much everything bolted in. case you're wondering what the gas tank is there for, obviously I got to get the 87 out and put 91 in it because she's going to be running boost. If I got the coupling in time, but unfortunately I don't have that and I won't get here till tomorrow. If it does, but that leads to the next thing. My tractor's almost out of gas and it needs 87. Well, I got 87. We're going to get about 6 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow possibly, so I need to make sure that's all gassed up so I can remove that snow. I got the hubs in and everything too. I do need a new tie rod because this one's stripped out. You know how it goes, but they always have those in stock at parts stores, so I'm not that worried about it. So yeah. Oh, and I also got the power steering installed. I accidentally overfilled the reservoir, but that's okay. There's a lot of air in the system, so when I turn it on and crank it to the left and right, she'll actually bleed that all out. But so far, this has been kind of rewarding. Yesterday, I didn't really care installing the rad. Today, I actually gave it a little bit of time. I even installed the catch can. I kind of just half put that in there. She's just dangling a little loose. I actually mounted it on the old EVAP canister. But I just want to see if that actually works because I'm kind of iffy on that catch can. But yep, let's get her started. Let's get that fluid siphoned through and get the gas pumped right on out. It's about half a tank, so that'll be 6 gallons? Alright, sweetheart. There she is. Leading her off slowly but surely. Not the smartest plan, especially next to the headers, but you know, if it works, is it dumb? Yeah, it's dumb. Well, I figured out how to get the turbo to spool. You just gotta send it. Hey guys, it's the next day. Not gonna get a lot of work done today because today was a work day, but I did take my AFR gauge and whatnot out of my track car because I really won't be needing it in there. I'm gonna put it inside the INTEGRA for now, but I'm gonna hide it and whatnot. And in fact, this is going to get hooked up to my data logger on my phone, where I won't even need this, but obviously I need to have the gauge hooked up to power the sensor and whatnot, but that'll all be hidden to really add to the sleeper effect. But one of the things I picked up when I was in town today was a elbow, FIP, I can't remember the threads, but this is what I was talking about. So this fitting's going to go on top of the turbo, and it's really going to help push down the oil feed line, because right now it's rubbing on the headers, and I'm not a fan of that. So get this guy installed too, and we'll be a little bit more professional. Fitting is installed, and that looks a lot better. No more rubbing on the headers there. I also picked up a few gallons of 91 octane, because you know, we're running boost now. I haven't smelled that in months. I'll be going E85 actually sooner than I think here. I'm going to use Chevy LS injectors. It's kind of a cheap way to get poor man's 1000cc injectors. But until then, we'll be running 91. It's kind of funny, LS and an LS. You get it? Yeah, I'm terrible at jokes. Ooh, that's a lot of money right there. Don't spill. United States Marine Corps. Hey guys, I'm back, and I actually just picked up some parts for the B-Series, but it will not be a part of this video. Yeah, that's a truck manifold for an LS, but you know what we want? Those injectors. You can decap these injectors and they'll make 1000 cc's, but we'll do that in another part of the video. This is supposed to be the budget build, and we're going to be running off of pump gas on this build. But before all of that, it's maple syrup season. Let's see how our taps are doing. It's doing all right. A lot of it got frozen, but didn't taste too sweet, but we did have some dripping the other day. All right, guys, so today my plan is to get this downpipe finished. And then I'm going to have to cut in, well, the flex joint in, but that's still coming in the mail. But pretty much all we're going to do is get this guy on there with the V-band, get the exhaust all Gucci, and I'm not going to let myself leave the shop until I get this done. And I'll have a nice coolant bath to be in too, so we like that. Glycol is good for the skin. Folks, we are reaching levels of poverty that I didn't even know were possible. So here is my test pipe that I'm going to be putting in. Definitely EPA approved. But anyways, I, for the life of me, can't find the block off for it. So I'm going to block it off with an automatic transmission flex plate bolt. And I know you're going to want this, obviously, as close to the headers as possible. So this is going to get welded to a downpipe. Well, for the life of me, I couldn't find any O2 bungs. But I did find a random nut, and this threads in. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, it stops after a little bit, but nothing a little cross-threading can't do. So gonna weld this nut to that downpipe and send it. So I was thinking, so we got an all made in China turbo kit here. Thinking maybe the next boosted Honda build we do, all made in USA build. What do you guys think? Drop in the comments below. Also, we'll be boosting a D-Series on the channel soon. My buddy CS Speed Shop is going to have me boost his EK sedan. E16 Mini-Me. Where did my players go? Alrighty. Million dimes. Okay guys, the turbo's on, the reference port is on the wastegate. I need to bleed the air out of the system actually, and I need to properly wire up the AFR gauge. I found out I did that wrong, so this is perfect. So now I can let it run, bleed the air out, and wire up the AFR gauge properly, and then we actually might be able to start tuning the idle a little bit using HTS. Okay guys, next on is the exhaust. I'd like to finish that up. That turbo coupling was supposed to arrive today and it still hasn't arrived, and I don't know when it will, so I'm probably just going to jerry-rig my own. But I did get my little V-band clamps in the mail, so we can actually finally finish up the exhaust, and I'm hyped because I know that these exhausts, these terrible eBay exhausts, actually sound halfway decent when they have a turbo manifold on them, so let's get this going. Alrighty guys, here's the custom downpipe I patched up. So this is a 2 1/4 inch stock metal I had sitting around from a universal exhaust, and yeah, I know it's going to be undersized and choke it up a little bit. This is a 2 1/2 inch flange, but remember, we're making do with what we got, so it is what it is. At least I'm not running a log manifold. Yep, I know, shots fired. But anyways, look at that. It's a lot better. So run that back to the exhaust back there, and Bob's your uncle. Yeah, I ain't never claimed to be a welder, but I'm pretty satisfied with that actually. Look, it almost looks like I can actually lay dimes. Oh well. See, I don't like how open that is there, but... and I could have cut it and made it nicer, but whatever. Lazy and budget's the name of the game for this one, boys. Well, there she is, folks, all mocked in. Now I just got to weld her up on the bench, and we officially have a backwoods downpipe. Yeah, this is 2 1/4, and then it goes back to 2 1/2. I know a 3 inch is ideal, but we make do with what we got. Remember, oh, necessity is the mother of invention, and poverty's the father, and father just brought home camels. Well, there we have it, guys. Quite literally my barn-built downpipe. This will work great. I do have a flex fitting coming in for it, and it will help mitigate, you know, me not cracking my exhaust from all the stress. But for now, we'll just have to run it as is, and that's totally okay, because this is free. Okay, guys, I got the custom downpipe on. Custom exhausts are always hit or miss, so I'm really excited to hear how this sounds. Let's get the first cold start going right now. Need that where we're going. Echo! Oh my gosh, it actually echoes. Okay, well, it's still a little racy, but a lot better than it used to sound. I'm going to work on finagling that turbo coupler together because it doesn't fit, but we're going to make it fit because Lord knows when USPS will actually bring me the right one. And I also got to replace this tie rod here, so I'll get back to you guys once I finish all that. Also, random plug. AutoZone really hooked a guy up. So this is just kind of like their economy or like the one up. It's what they had in stock for a outer tie rod, and it actually came with a greasable Zerk on it. I was pleasantly surprised, so that's pretty awesome. Here's the part number in case anyone's interested. Oh, I forgot to add two. I gotta hang up the exhaust better. It's almost dragging on the ground, but you don't gotta worry about that. But yeah, forgive me while I do some mad scientist stuff and try and figure this out. Well, here I am, back in the shop, because the exhaust decided to fall off, because I was about to leave the driveway. Could be worse, though. It could have been like, a mile down the road. Okay, sorry, the selfie camera has terrible audio. But now we're leaving the abode. Let's see if we can make some boost. Feels OEM, feels stock. My AFRs are a little lean. I'm seeing 16s and whatnot, and I'm wired up to the D14 pin, so if it's showing 16, it's really higher than that. Oh great, I want to do a pull here, but there's something in the ditch. That's okay, we'll just do some low RPM cruising here. Okay, I got on it a little bit, I apologize, I didn't catch it on camera. But we just hit 3 pounds of boost. And right now I have it just hooked up to the gate, I don't have the wastegate controlled. You really got to rev this thing out to get it to spool up. But no duh, it's an eBay turbo. But, this is fine. Straight tuning on gravel, it's the way the Lord intended. I forgot to look at my AFRs too, so nice. Well, I did an oopsies. The custom motor mount decided to give a little bit, now she's just kind of hanging there, so that's fine. You're getting more oil to the pickup that way. That's a nice sunset though. Yep, it's okay though, guys. The harmonic balancer caught it for us by hitting the frame. And there comes my fiance coming to save me. I live right there, so here she comes. Only a mile away. I mean, one time I broke down in my truck all the way over there, and these are mile-long roads, so I had to go walk home. That sucked. That's better. Alrighty, now we're just limping her home at a snail's pace. I got the bolts in there, but the threads are just gone, so away she goes. But I gotta make sure I don't hit a bump or that transmission's gonna fall out again. But hey, at least I can drive it home. But yeah, first impressions of boost. Well, I reached my goal. I wanted to hit boost before I turned 25, and I did it, so I am content now. So now I can afford to wait and unfortunately buy manual auto swap mounts, but whatever. This thing got boosted for just over $500, and I'll break down the budget a little bit at the end of this video, and then I'll make a separate video really busting down the actual budget that I did on this. Alrighty, I got my tuner here, CS Speed Shop. Yep. We're gonna go do a data log right now. I'll be lying. We've done a couple pulls just to feel out. The transmission likes to fall out, but we got it back in. It's kind of just being held up with the torque mount. The steering wheel's at an angle, but it's fine. We only run, it already went over 11 pounds of boost, so the wastegate doesn't work, but that's just how you know the engine can hold all that power.
Let's see what she runs with a little bit of traction though.
Yeah, I'll go down a little bit here. I can't be boosted in front of my guy Ernie. It's my guy. As I shift, I can hear the engine flex. I can feel it.
Yeah, you can see the shift.
We'll get up here a little bit. AFRs, now that she's warmed up, we're running a little lean, I'm not gonna lie, but once I give it gas.
Yeah, you can hear it spooling now.
Yeah. Alright, ready?
car, she feels good. Yep. I felt the brake up a little bit. Yep. They're right at the top. But your boost was still right around that 10 to 1. It'll spool up at 3,500 RPM. Okay. That's not bad at all. Let's take it back to my place quick, do a damage assessment, let it cool off, and then we'll go let you do some runs and I'll look into that. Hopefully the tranny didn't puke out all that oil. That's good though. I think, yeah, she's running solid. I mean, it definitely needs a few fuel adjustments. And that breaking up could just be your plugs too. Oh, it's misfiring now. Look at that. That's definitely, yeah, your plugs need to yap them down. Yeah.
Well, we found out why.
Your problem is she's a little.
Oh my! No, pull
lubed up.
that up. Pull that up again.
Oh wait.
Oh, it's full.
That might cause misfire.
So
I'm no expert.
yeah, these got covered up. I didn't have a block off for it, so I wasn't too worried. But yeah, we're gonna address that problem. I mean,
Soup.
every hole like that. Yeah, oh, that one's actually boiling the oil. This is just a fire waiting to happen, and that's okay. That's just the way she goes.
Well, yeah, you want to drip it right on the hot exhaust.
Oh yeah, well,
on the car that was just running.
well,
That's good for it.
it'll burn it off for us, so then we don't have to worry about it burning later. That's how it works.
That's less cleanup.
Yeah, they are all full. I mean, I have the catch can on, so I'm just gonna tell myself that it's coming from this, and it's definitely not the crankcase overpressurizing.
It could be both.
Oh,
That's not gonna be fun to clean.
way she goes. Well, it's okay. We'll open up. We'll take off the plug, and it'll just go right in the
Wait,
cylinder
you
where
got
it
brake
belongs.
clean, right? Just shove a vacuum right here and suck most of it out, and then just take a rag and spray a bunch of brake clean in there and just kind of
I sprayed the rest of the brake clean. It's gone.
finagle it. Oh yeah, we're done.
How's the turbo? Turbo isn't leaking oil anymore. That might have been
intact.
residual. Yeah, it's there. All right, we'll clean that up.
All right, what are we doing here?
Professionally gapping the plugs to 18 thou.
There we go.
It's just the right way to do it, obviously. Oh, group. I went too far. The other one bended way harder. That's what she said. All right.
Well, at least we know that it was just breaking up from oil filling the entire spark plug hole.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Now that I'm about to bend the heck out of this plug, and now it's
That's still, oh yeah. I mean, they're draining. That's good.
All right.
You even got the needle nose. Oh,
Yeah,
busted out the big guns.
This is my professional degapping tool. You know what?
That ought to do the trick.
Just a little. You gotta put your pinky up.
Oh yeah, then you look like a little gentleman doing it.
Tight enough.
We gotta get this thing on there.
Oh yeah, exactly.
A little twin turbo action.
T15 turbo. You know what I'm saying? We'll get that.
I mean, this would probably make up for any boost lag you got. That'll
I went too
probably
far, yeah.
spool it idle.
Oh, it's a tight fit, but I don't like that. Just back it off a little bit. No. All right, let me set my gauge here to
Yeah, you gotta
18 thou.
get in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. Oh.
mint.
Oh, my gauge is a little off. It's actually 19 thou. All right. Dialed.
Oh, she just needed a couple more taps. See, the nice thing is they're probably still warm from being in the car like 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's
So
therapeutic.
the metal's really,
Yeah, it's good.
she's
for
got some give in her.
it doesn't make it fatigue, you know.
Yeah.
Now, when it cools off, it might open up to it. I don't know if you're supposed to gap plugs when they're hot or cold, but you know what?
It doesn't matter.
There she goes.
Should be alright.
All right, so we got a temporary setup here. The catch can actually came loose, long story short. But this is just some random hose I had sitting around, and we just hooked it up to the breather there. So hopefully that helps. He checked the oil. He said it was full. I might have overfilled this a little bit last night, so I'm just kind of hoping that's what it was. I didn't dump that out, but it felt like there was some fluid in there too, so let's give her another rip. Oh yeah, and we're going to wash off the fire hazard. We can't have the Department of Tech pull us over on the roads, you know.
No, we're cooked if that happens. We're done for. DOT would not approve.
Park it, bud. Yeah, burning up the rest of that oil that fell in there. Here, give her a little rev. Oh, that's a good thumbnail right there. Right there. Well, after completely smoking out my property and there's no wind and it's just staying, that's fine. It'll keep the mosquitoes that aren't supposed to come out for another couple months away. Yeah. Sounds like she's misfiring again, but that's okay. We're just hoping she breaks up a little bit. Just go back out here and test her on out. When was the last time you drove a boosted Honda?
It's first time.
Well, I mean, you drove that B-Series one like 7 years ago, right?
It's been a while. I guess, yeah. I forgot about that one. Roll into it.
Oh, yeah. Good. Oh yeah. Injectors hit 101% there. But
101%.
Yeah. Yep. Racer flyby video up here soon. Well, he kicked me out of the car. So long, boosted Honda. Beautiful sunsets this time of year, though, I tell you what. Hopefully that person doesn't mind us testing things out. The fart can will never elude me. Oh, I think one of my brake lights are out.
You got your helmet and your crayons, buddy?
What you doing there, Colin?
Oh, you know. Just... Oh my God, these things have been on there for a while.
Alrighty guys, so that was the Integra build. Next video I make, I'm actually going to break down the actual costs of everything.
Oh.
And the actual money you could save. He's fixing his exhaust right now in this 9th gen.
Oh,
that's what she said. But anyways, I'll break everything down. But I know I wasn't really giving that much reactions in the video. But it did feel, the boost did hit. I was just locked in because I haven't driven a boosted car in like 10 years. And it's my first boosted car. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. If this helped, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I actually have money to be able to afford to get us monetized so we can buy him exhaust gaskets because...
I found some in my shop. They're probably like 10 years old. But
go check out CS Speed Shop too. He's got some good Ranger content. Now boosted Honda content soon, because I boosted my car means you got to boost your EK. You already got intercooler piping, so I mean...
I got more Ranger content coming out too, letting the folks know that I blew up the trans.
Yeah, he likes blowing trannies.
Yeah, only on Tuesdays though. I don't do it the rest of the week.
Yeah, at Tranny Tuesdays, you know?
That'd be weird.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video, and y'all have a good one.